In the month of June, 73% of the new coronavirus cases here in Montgomery County were Hispanic residents, and today, Hispanic community members account for 37% of all cases. In light of these alarming statistics, Councilmembers Nancy Navarro and Gabe Albornoz have introduced a special appropriation of $7.5 million to create the Por Nuestra, Salud y Bienestar initiative. This program will provide a culturally competent community approach to help contain the spread of this virus in hard-hit areas of the county.
This initiative has a number of components that are very important. It has enhanced communication that is linguistically and culturally appropriate, outreach and engagement with clinical follow-ups, contact tracing, case management. It has an expansion of the community hub model. This initiative calls for the expansion of that model to 4 geographic areas of the county with high concentrations of this population that has been disproportionately affected. And that model is important because what you're doing is that you have a place where the community knows that they can go there and they can receive information, they can receive services, they can ask for help. And that is really important because when you have a lot of different efforts happening throughout the county, right? It's kind of like a piecemeal approach where you may not be able to then really serve a population like this.
Although the numbers overall are going down, the fact that such an overwhelming percentage is coming from a specific demographic is alarming on a lot of different levels. And we have a moral responsibility to address the issues and the barriers and the problems that are leading to that spike and those numbers. But it's also, from a public health standpoint, critically important that we contain the virus in every sector of our community, because a lot of these folks work in the service industry and are out in the community and out in the public, and can't socially distance at home.
The initiative will be managed by the Latino Health Initiative with the county's Department of Health and Human Services. Partners include Casa de Maryland, Mary's Center for Maternal and Child Care, Care for Your Health, Mansfield Caseman Health Clinic, Identity, Proyecto Salud, and the Germantown Hub.
And one of the pieces that is very important is the establishment of the development of a cadre of healthcare promoters. And so this is to make sure that we have people from the community, people who speak the language, who are from this community, et cetera, to help make sure that the information is out there, that the support is out there.
Components of this new proposal can be found in Germantown at the Black Rock Center for the Arts, where a community hub was set up to serve vulnerable families with food and supplies. Councilmember Albornoz says this new funding will allow for several more locations with additional services.
Because we envision these as a one-stop shop where people are not just going to address food security issues, but also getting access to critical information and other critical services, and do it in a holistic way that's culturally appropriate. So it's a great model, and it also acknowledges that government alone cannot support these families. We need to build partnerships with key stakeholders who have community trust, have the relationships, but also can extend and leverage our precious resources. So when you combine those things together, that's when you really have an impact.
Reporting from Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy.